Today's episode is a thanks and recognition of the people who carry the work. It's about the people who make it possible for those of us who work in this field to keep doing it. Because nobody survives this work alone. Behind every outreach worker, shelter staff, housing case manager, supervisor, or executive, there's almost always someone else quietly holding the line. A spouse, a partner, a friend, an adult child, a parent, an in-law, a neighbor, a teammate in the rec softball league, a faith community. People who did not sign up for this job, but somehow become part of it anyway. They are the listening ear at the end of the long day, the hug that says you don't have to explain everything, the person who notices the 1,000-yard stare and says, let's eat first. They absorb stories they never asked to hear. They live with secondhand impacts of the work that never appears in job descriptions. They learn, often the hard way, that the work doesn't end neatly at 5 p.m. They accept canceled dinners, missed holidays, phones that buzz at the worst possible moment, plans that dissolve because a crisis doesn't care about calendars. They learn that homelessness doesn't take weekends off, that shelters don't close for Christmas, that a crisis will not RSVP. These are the people who pick up the slack at home, not because it's fair, but because it's necessary. They often shoulder more parenting, more chores, more emotional labor, and they do it without applause. They also accept something else that doesn't get said out loud very often, that their loved one is unlikely to get rich doing this work, that their benefits might be thin, that the pension, if there even is one, isn't exactly lavish. They accept that this work is chosen not for money or prestige, but because something deep inside a person says, this matters. And when that work bruises the spirit a little, home becomes the place where it's safe to feel again. Not to perform, not to fix, not to be strong, just to be human. To the people who carry this work indirectly, who stabilize the stabilizers, who ground the ground crew, who keep the world normal when everything else feels upside down. You matter more than you know. Your patience matters. Your flexibility matters. Your quiet sacrifices matter. This field talks a lot about systems, about networks of care, about wraparound supports. You're part of that system. You are part of the reason why people last. You're part of the reason they show up again tomorrow, and part of the reason they don't give up when the work feels impossibly heavy. So this is simply a moment to say, we see you, we honor you, and we are grateful, deeply grateful, for the way you help carry people who carry so much. Because ending homelessness, sustaining care, and showing up for others has never been a solo act.